and welcome. It's Laura Garda with Core Pilates and Yoga and Zen Lattes Training Systems coming at you with another great yoga workout. Going to get you stretched, strengthened, get you centered a bit here today, and work ultimately your breath with your body movements to feel a full body integration going on. So let's get started. I do have my mat in a T such that whenever I do some stuff that's going to be sideways, you'll be able to see at full vantage point so that your form can really be worked out and you can truly find the essence of the work. So let's get started. Make sure you have a nice clear space to work with, and we'll start in a mountain stance here with our feet pointing straight ahead. Take a deep breath in through the nose if you can. Exhale out the mouth with a little ha sound. Let's try it again. Deep breath in and a ha sound out the mouth. And really give your body and your mind the permission to be here in this place, in this space. One more, nice breath in. Keep the arms up and simply take your exhale. And as you exhale, you're rooting down. The shoulders have rooted down your back. The heels are plugging into the mat surface. And then let's take a little bend to the knees. We're going to drop down and inhale, lift up. Exhale, drop down, and inhale, lift up. Now, as you're dropping down and lifting up, note the knees are tracking straight ahead. Those middle toes are tracking straight ahead. And your head is just flowing through with the body. So we don't want our head to drop down too terribly low here. Try to keep your head above the heart. And warming up. Last two. And then last one. Let's hold the up. We'll drop our right arm down by our side. Laterally flex. Gaze is going to go up. And as we look up, let's think of this top elbow and just open it slightly back. And then let's lift back up. Inhale both arms up. And let's take to the other side here, dropping over. Again, little rotation through the head, looking up. And your elbow is just going to go slightly back. And we open through the ribs, the intercostal muscles, really allowing the opportunity for our breath to flow peacefully and easily in the body. And then let's come back up. Both arms up. This time, interlace, stretch up, look up. Sweep your right arm in front and take our left arm behind us. Little spiral. Inhale your back up. And exhale, spiraling the other way. And inhale, you're up. Hands to the heart center right here. Taking a few more moments with our breath. We'll breathe in through the nose. And as I mentioned before, the ha, exhale out the mouth. And we're just subtly going to try to change that today. So breath in. Exhale. Breath in. So instead of the ha out the mouth, let's close the mouth and see if we can take the same ha exhale out of the nose. So we'll breathe in, exhaling here. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. And exhale. So the same properties are happening, and ideally as we take our exhale, we feel the corset of our torso just cinching in and bracing a little bit more. So keep scratching at that while we go through our poses today, but try to allow the nose breath to come through, all right? Staying in our parallel stance back into those chair squats. We'll sit down here and stand up nice and tall, and sit down and nice and tall. So exhaling as you come down, trying your nose breath, trying to feel the belly pulling in, sitting to the back. Make sure the back space stays broad. So we have to consciously think about pulling the belly in here and sending those sits bones to the back. Let's do 4 more, and 3, and 2, and then we're going to hold the next one down. Stay here. We'll peel up into the right toe box so you have a nice toe fold evenly across the ball of the big toe and the ball of the pinky toe. And then from here, just clasp those hands, kind of shave down the front of the body, flip the palms around, and we'll take a little pulsing sensation here, down and up, still having our toe fold. Yeah, waking up the left quadricep there for you. So we'll go 4, 3, 2, let's go ahead and switch seamlessly here. We pull up the other way, peeking down if we need to. Make sure all those toes are fanned out. Each toe has its own little parking space there. We're really balanced across the ball of the big toe and the ball of the pinky toe. Yeah, then we're gonna get a little fancy here, so hopefully you are awake and ready to go, alternating now. So we lift one heel and the other, one heel and the other. Really waking things up through the ankle joint now. That's it. We'll go 4, 3, 2. Both heels are going to hold up now. Stretch your arms around, behind your back, interlace. So a little chest expansion with this toe fold, with this balancing heel. And then lower those heels down. Take a deep breath in, stand up. And then exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Waking up the hamstrings. Take a little half lift, reset your spine. And then back into our good friend, the chair pose there. Take a breath in. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Half lift. And our chair. So think of our half lift here as resetting the spine. So we fold, we hinge at the hips, we dive down, long waist. The waist stays long as you half lift, so the hinge stays at the hip. And then the chair sits us down. One more time, here up. Dive down. Half lift. And our chair. Fantastic. From your chair, we're going to come down to all fours. So hands and knees. Just slipping down here. Shoulder, wrist. Hip, knee, very level across the spine. Again, a conscious effort of pulling the belly into our back side. We'll come into cat and cow. So from this neutral level spine, exhale, pull the waistband into the back of the pants, we round. And then extend, lift head and tail. And again, scoop round. And extend. There you go. Scoop round. And extend. One more, please. Scoop round and extend. And then back into your neutral, very level across the rib to hip, very level across the spine at our back body. Right arm, left leg reaches out in front. Find a nice extension in spinal balance, and then come right back down. And other side, extending out and right back down. Extend and reach and retreat. Extend and reach. And retreat, holding down here, moving into what I call morning glory, a wonderful expansion stretch. We're going to push off of our hands, lift the arms up, windmill the arms behind you, take a chest expansion with a slight lean, good hinge at the hips, and then we lift up, bowing forward into an active child's pose. So sitting back towards the heels, but reaching the arms away in opposition. And again, with your breath, inhale, lifting up, exhale, chest expansion, hinge and lean back, inhale, lifting up, exhale, scoop, tuck, round, bowing forward. One more time, very actively float up with our breath. Extend back. Float right back up. And bow forward. So finding ourselves in an active child's pose. Palms are reaching out. Take a moment and look at the palms and lift all 10 fingers up. Really activate through the surface of the palm. We're going to lower the thumb and the pinky. We're going to lower the index and the ring, and then the middle finger is going to point straight ahead. And every finger has a job to really keep the arms in line, okay? From here, moving into downward facing dog, we'll come forward, curl the toes under. There's your plank, just a little preview for later. Hinging at the hips here, we'll bypass plank and go right into downward facing dog. As you're in your downward dog, let's take our dog for a walk. Bend one knee, let the other heel press towards the mat surface, and switch. And switch. Just a nice rolling through of the ankle. Once again, feel the depression, get the stretch of the Achilles tendon in the heel. And then, of course, get the nice high lift through the heel and stretching a little more at the toes. And we'll alternate for 4, and 3, and 2. And just let one heel linger down, get a little stretch. And then switch, let the other heel linger down. And then find your downward facing dog for a moment. Close your eyes, reconnect with your nose breath. Because the body's pretty smart, and chances are you probably opened the mouth and started breathing through the mouth. So let's see if we can get the nose breath back. Trying to keep it here as we move. We're going to bend both knees. Your right leg is going to step forward for a low lunge. You'll sweep the arms up, take a little stretch back. Drop down, step back, downward facing dog. And then the other leg, low lunge, step up. Good, sweep back. And drop down. Let's try it again. So we step back, downward facing dog. Leg lunges up, nice and low. Watch the front knee and ankle. Make sure it's in line there. Sweep up. Drop down. Step back, down dog. And one more time, lunge up. Good lunge. And right back down. Now we're going to leave this front foot forward. We'll take our back foot and step it up. So we're going to step up towards the front of your mat. From here, take a half lift out. Chair pose sits you down. Inhale, lifts you up, and we're back to our heart center. So let's start a few sun salutations. So from the front of your mat, you're gonna take a breath in. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Half lift out. Your right leg is going to step back for a lunge. We were just there, right? So find a lunge a little higher this time with the torso. Come on down. Step back with the left leg, downward facing dog. Inhale, glide the body forward to plank. Make sure your gaze is out towards the front of your mat. Now from here, we shift our weight forward. So just a little push of the toes brings the body weight forward. Knees drop you down. And then the elbows bend nice and clean right by the sides of your body. Keep your belly pulled into your back side. And then with control, lower to the mat. From here, little baby cobra, you're gonna float up. Lower down, curl the toes, big giant push up, and downward facing dog. Bend the knees, travel the feet to meet the hands. Half lift out as you arrive to the front of your mat. Chair pose, sitting down. Inhale, lifts you up. And you're back to your heart center to go again. So we breathe in, we lift. Exhale, dive. Half lift out. Taking the left leg, stepping back for the lunge. Sweep up. Come on down. Right leg steps back, downward facing dog. Inhaling forward to plank. Toes, knees, elbows. Control the body to the floor. Cobra, we float up. Lower down, curl the toes, big giant push. Downward facing dog. Bend the knees, travel the feet to meet the hands, half lift. Chair pose sits us down. Inhale, lifts us. And exhale, heart center. One more round. We breathe in and up. Exhale, we dive. Half lift here. Right leg steps back. Runner's lunge. Sweep up tall. Come on down. Left leg steps back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Toes glide us forward. Knees drop us down. Elbows bend. We control the lower. Little baby cobra floats us up. Lower down, curl the toes, big push, and downward facing dog. So from this downward facing dog, we're going to step our feet together at the back of our dog, and we're going to float our right leg up to the sky. So as you go to float it up, pull the knee into the chest first, and then angle through the hip and lift the leg up. Nice diagonal line here. From here, let's drive the right knee into the chest. So we're going to drive it into the chest, come into plank, look out at the front of your mat, lift right back up. Try it again. Exhale, big exhale here. All right, one more time. Hold the in, look out at the front of your mat, and we're gonna push lightly off of our left foot to drive our right foot forward. Pivot and plant your left foot, and coming into warrior one, we sweep up. Yeah, from warrior one, opening out to warrior two. So let's turn our body sideways here, reaching the arms to the front and back of your mat. Think of the arms as one arm. So the front arm just lends itself right into the back arm. And then from warrior two to reverse warrior. So we'll turn the front palm up, reach forward, and then tip the body back. Reverse warrior, still maintaining the lowness of the torso, still maintaining the forwardness of the lunge, but we have the back anchor of the long left leg. Let's hold here for one more breath. As we exhale, cartwheel those hands down either side of the front foot, step back to plank position. So you're gonna hold your plank super solid. Take a breath in. Exhale, see if you can get your nose breath back. The nose, right? Strong through the core. One more breath here as you exhale, downward facing dog. So again, we're gonna put the feet together in our down dog. We'll swing the left knee in and then wheel it up. Yeah, so from here, 3 drives. We're gonna drive in, look out, lift right back up. Feel as if your leg is moving as a product of your breath and your belly connecting together. Next one, hold here please, looking out. Push off of your right foot to land the left foot forward, and warrior one. Hang there for a second. I'm gonna switch around so my back won't be to you. So we're up in our warrior one. Front knee in line over the ankle, hips level and squared forward, right? They're squared towards the front edge of your mat. Back heel furthest point away. Activate the back leg here. Give this quad a little squeeze. Press the pinky toe edge of your foot down into the floor. From our warrior one, keep your foot stance, open out warrior two. So you're turning through the hips, opening long. Again, one arm here, the front leads right into the back arm. Pelvis nice and level. Turn the front palm up. Reverse warrior, we reach forward and we tip back. Back we go. Take one more breath in your reverse warrior. Let's cartwheel those hands down either side of the front foot. Step back, plank position, holding again for just a moment or two. Super solid, shoulders over the wrist. We don't want to be afraid of our plank. Some people like to kind of push away and think that that's a little better. It's exactly the opposite. We want to be right on top of ourselves, shoulders right over those wrists. Feel your belly pulling in, feel those quads being firm. Last breath here, and then let's exhale, downward facing dog. Now from this downward facing dog, we're going to bend the knees, travel the feet to meet the hands, so they both will walk up. Take a half lift as you arrive towards the front of your mat. Take a chair pose sitting down, and then your inhale lifts you up, and hands to the heart. All right, from here, moving into twisted chair, we're going to step our feet together, and it's almost like your feet paint a little rainbow. So if you look down from the pinky toe of one side all the way over to the other, each toe, again, has its own little parking space. They're all splayed out and reaching, okay? Hands again to our heart center, we'll lift up. Twisted chair this time, so we'll take our left tricep to the outer edge of our right thigh. So we'll sit in our chair, knees still coming straight ahead, but the rotation happens at the torso. Come right back up, and you'll find the other side. Come right back up, and we go again. Inhale as you lift, exhale as you twist. Good practice for the nose breath. Now, next time we get to our right side, we're going to hang out over there. So you're going into your right side, staying right here. We're going to separate those palms. And I'm going to turn to the side so you'll be able to see what's going on. So the knees are level. One knee wants to scoot in front. Try not to let that happen. Keep those knees together and really separate those arms to the earth, to the sky. Nice. Now from here, take your top right hand, bring it to your hip. Take your bottom left hand, bring it to your left thigh, and then step back along your mat and come into side angle pose. Side angle pose. So we rest our forearm on our front thigh, reaching the right arm up to the sky. And then from side angle pose, we're set up for triangle pose. Let's lengthen the front leg. Hand just simply slides down the shin bone. Keep your whole upper body opening and pouring back as if there's a wall behind you. Gaze could be up. Gaze could be straight ahead. You can also tuck the chin there and just look down. Take a breath in here, moving from triangle into reverse triangle. Let's float up and pour back. Nice, nice. And then from reverse triangle, we're going to bring those hands back down into our heart, square towards the front of your mat. You'll take a little step in, coming into some balance here. We'll float the back right leg and extend both arms out to the side. Trying to make a letter T. So if I was flying overhead in my helicopter, right, I'd look down and see all these fabulous letter T's. Just balancing. And then let's bring those hands to our heart. We're going to come back in all the way back to our twisted chair. So feet are together, hands are together, you're up high. We're going to lead the other side though. So we take the right to the left. So let's spiral down, come right back up. Go again, spiral down, come right back up. Big exhale as you go. One more set through each way. And then let's hold to the other side now. So we hold, check in with those knees, make sure they're together, separate the arms, and again, I'll turn to the side so we can see what's going on. Big rotation. I like to take my gaze up towards the reaching hand. You, of course, can look straight ahead, or you can turn the head and look down. And then from here, setting ourselves up for our side angle. So we take the top arm, bring it to the hip, take the bottom arm, bring it to the back thigh. You'll step back, and you'll find your side angle on the other side. So we have the right leg in front, right forearm rest, left arm up, big reach. And from side angle into triangle, lengthen the front leg, slide down. And from triangle into reverse triangle, use your core here. Inhale, float the body, fill it up, and then pour back. Extend back. Get that good stretch. And then those hands come up. Pull them into our heart center. We're going to square forward, take a step in with our back foot, getting ourselves ready for our T balance on this side. So we shift our weight forward, bring the arms out, and we hinge. So you're just hinging and floating the back leg up behind you, just hip height. No need to go any higher. Think of your body very level, making that letter T. And then slowly hands into the heart, and we'll bring ourselves up. Ah, fantastic. From here, let's think about getting down to the mat. So we'll take a breath in. We'll exhale, swan dive, forward fold. half lift out, collapse back down, and as you're in this forward fold, just slowly bend the knees. Bring your body down like you're a little ball. Peel your heels up, and then wrap your arms around your legs. Nod your nose and chin in towards your knees. And then slowly release the arms. See if you can lower your heels down. And then from there, lower your bottom down, and you've arrived. All right, so you've arrived to your mat. Take a moment, give yourself a little bit of space there, shifting from sit bone to sit bone, coming into our boat pose here. Hands to the hamstrings, one leg coming up, shin bone parallel to the floor, other leg coming up. Belly is scooping in and up. Hey, what happened to that nose breath? Did we forget about it? Try to bring it back. Nose breath here. Keep the breath flowing in and out through the nose. Keep the heat flowing. Arms are out in front. Now from here, we're going to do a little toe tap today. So we're going to take our left leg and just tap the heel down towards the floor and bring it right back up. And then the other side. Now the tricky part, obviously we could bend at the knee, but that's not going to get into our low belly. So we want to keep the knee joint fixed. You're opening at the hip and then pulling right back up. The exhale leads that leg down, and you'll come right back up. Try it again, lower down. Good, and right back up. One more time. And right back up. Fantastic. Drop those feet. Turn the soles of the feet together, coming into turtle pose, just around through the back. So my feet are touching out in front of me, my hands are coming underneath the calves, and I'm rounding forward. Let's slowly come up, continuing the fun of our abdominals. Now, if you have a little bit extra padded surface, we're going to be doing some dynamic yoga abs here. So you might want a little extra padding for the tailbone and the sacrum. So if you're on carpet with your yoga mat, you're probably a-okay. Otherwise, you may want to fold up your yoga mat so you have a little extra padding there. We're going to start with the left leg coming up. I'm just holding on to that leg. From here, as I lower back, I'm going to stop before my shoulder blades hit. And I'm going to extend my right leg. So I'll lower back, extend, come back up, switch, and extend. Come back up, and extend, come back up, and extend. So you're kind of finding your boat each time, one leg pulling in, and then switch. Now these legs have to be super active. So as much as the one knee is pulling in, the other leg is out, and it's squeezing really strong. And down, and up, and in, and up, and in. Nice job. Come on up. From here, lengthen the legs out. Lift the arms up. We'll windmill those arms around. Take a chest expansion and float the head forward. Pull the toes lightly towards your head. Good stretch through the backs of the legs. And then let's lower down from here. Square off on the feet. Make sure they're nice and flexed. Have your hands around the knees. Hinges at the hips, so the body is forward. We'll float the left knee up and then the right, almost like you're walking. But here's the trick, keep your heels in the same position. So you're floating one knee and then the other, and you're lengthening and working, stretching the back of the leg behind the knee, into the hamstring. Keep those feet squared and flexed. Keep the chest lifted and reaching towards the toes. We'll go 4, 3, 2, and let's hold those legs down. And let's fold the body forward, relax the feet here, and just simply release. And then let's come up, getting ready for some bridging. We'll square off on the feet, about a fist distance in between the knees, all the way down to the ankles. Make sure you have plenty of space behind you. We'll lower down onto our back. Getting set for some bridging here. So I'll invite you to open across the clavicle by turning the palms up. Inhale to prepare for your bridge. Exhale, we'll press through the feet, but we'll fire through the hamstrings and the glutes to lift our hips up. Take a breath in as you're up, and then as you exhale, articulate the ribs down. So we bring the ribs, the waist, and then the tail down. So you're trying to elongate the spine as you lower. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, float up. If you can, just try to listen to me on the video rather than trying to turn your head. So you want to try to keep the head in a neutral position when you're doing your bridging. And slowly articulate down. So we'll try 2 more here. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, float those hips up. Inhale, you're up. Exhale, articulate right back down. And one more time. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, float up. So let's hold this last bridge. So you're lifting nice and high. Find a diagonal line from your knee down to your shoulder. Belly is pulling in and the back is lifting up. So you're creating a little spine sandwich here. Really work on keeping the knees straight ahead. Sometimes the knees like to splay out, right? So we want to keep those knees straight ahead. Hold it 4, 3, 2, and then slowly lower down. Hug both knees into the chest. Give your body a little rock from side to side. And then doing an upside down pigeon, we'll take our left leg, place the left knee into the crook of your left elbow. Allow your right leg to go long. Right hand comes to the sole of the foot. Left hand just cradles along the side of the leg. And we're angling our knee such that it's going out to the side past our shoulder. And we're just feeling a good stretch through the hamstring, a little bit through the groin, through the inner thigh. And then let's close that angle, placing the right hand on the left knee. Left arm now is out by our side. Lying spinal twist. Shift your hips to the left. Drop your left knee to the right. And take an awesome stretch along the spine, along the back body. And then slowly come back center. Reposition those hips. We'll bring the other knee in, guiding the left leg out. So now we take the crook of the knee into the elbow, and we bring the hand to the foot, and we cradle and angle the knee off to the side. This is a great option if we have kind of any injured knees out there. This is a perfect option to stretch through the inner thigh, through the hip, without causing any pressure on the knee. So now setting up for our twisted spine here, bringing the left hand to the right knee, right arm out to our side, shift the hips, and we drop over to the left. Let's come back to our center. Remember, shift the hips. We'll hug both knees in. Give a little rock from side to side. And then from here, hands slip to the calves. Let's extend the legs up. Holding at the calves, turn the elbows in by your side. Float the head, neck, and shoulders up. Nose to the knees, knees to the nose. Great back stretch. Keep the angle of the legs. Bring your arms down. Really tight and close into the hips. Pop the hips up and just sit on your forearms. Relax the head down. Allow the legs to come up to their 90. Take a moment, adjust through the shoulder girdle so your shoulders are back and down. Take a moment, close your eyes. And think of simply breathing in peace. And exhaling and releasing. Breathing in. Exhaling, finding some calm. One more time, just relishing in the fact that you've done something really good for your body. You're off to a great start for your day, or a great finish for your day, or a great midday reprieve for your day. However you fit yoga in, the wonderful part is that you fit it into your day, and your body will be tremendously more agile, more free with its movements, and more open with both heart and mind. Feel free to stay here a little longer if you'd like, if you've got the time. I'm just going to draw my knees in, take a little rock up, and I'll turn and I'll bid you all a fabulous day. Wherever you may you be safe, may you be healthy, may you be happy. Namaste.